welcome to Purple Table Tarot. I'm Robin and I'll be reading your cards this evening. Okay, we will be reading for Aries, and we're going to be doing a you and them spread, okay? And it'll be you, them, and then right here will be the nature of the relationship as it is now, but this is what you're bringing and this is what they're bringing, and then there'll be the outcome. And we will clarify, as things, as the reading unfolds. And we may or may not clarify all of the cards. There's pretty much any area in which I feel drawn to clarify, and just wanting to give the most information that I can. As they stand, tarot is actually a lot deeper than folks give it credit for. There's a lot of clarification in readings, but by and large, the single cards say a whole heck of a lot. So what do we have for Aries? Aries, what is going on with you and your person? Ooh, let's go ahead and put that. That one was pretty significant. It's the Two of Wands. So Aries, perhaps you are trying to decide between two things. I get so much joy out of shuffling. I love the sound that it makes and just it's all of it. I love it. I love tarot. It's fabulous. Okay, Aries, what is going on with you and your person? What is going on between you and your person? This is for Aries. This is for Aries. This is for Aries. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aries. Okay. Okay. So Aries, this is a really interesting energy. On your side, we have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. On your person's side, we have the High Priestess, the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay. And in the middle here, we have the Eight of Pentacles, kind of in the middle relationship, kind of what's going on right now. Like, this is what you're bringing, this is what they're bringing, this is kind of what the issue is right now. And keep in mind that energies can be reversed if you find that you resonate more with this side, and when you hold your person in mind that this might be what's going on with them, then it can be switched. But by and large, you, them. Okay, well, it looks to me that, like, right now, you guys are working on something. And there can be some conflict on your person's side about what they want to put action into, okay? There can also be energy around them right now of any group members, friends, family, co-workers, what have you, adding it, like, putting their input in what they think your person should do. It could be people at work, given that there's also the Eight of Pentacles right there in the middle. On your side with this situation, with this relationship, kind of where it stands right now, it would appear to me that you're feeling a bit discontent. You might be feeling bored. You might be feeling kind of like harumph, like this is losing its luster, or maybe you're feeling kind of like a little bit hopeless, a little bit bummed out. Not too much, it's more just kind of, you don't really know if you want to, you know, continue to work on this. And make no mistake, this is a you and them reading. This is whatever you're thinking about, whoever you're up against, whatever relationship that you have in mind. It could be romantic, it could not be. So I see an Ace of Cups down here, and then the Four of Cups. So it looks to me like on your side with the Knight of Swords, that maybe in the most recent past, or just kind of what has transpired is, or even how you want, like what you want to do is speak your truth. And, you know, I feel like that you're probably holding on to a lot. That's what I'm getting with this too. That there are things that you really want to say, but you're not saying. Because the energy that's right below the Knight of Wands is so much more of a subdued energy. And this, you could be kind of in this spot where you're like, you have a lot on your mind, but you're really not sure. You know what you want to say, but, and if you were to follow your impulses, you would just like flat out say it. But there's a part of you that's also wanting to take the high ground. You know, you want to have an element to yourself of, okay, well, if I were to shoot my mouth off and just tell this person, you know, how I'm feeling, because the Knight of Swords is a bit more of like it's, even though it's swords, like knights are always, knights across the suits are associated with fire. They are very passionate, they're very, and in this deck, we see the Knight of Swords, he's got like blood on his sword. Like this is the person who just rushes into battle. And we see the Tower on fire over here. So there could have been, you know, maybe what you had said, maybe you brought something up that was bugging you, and it created a tower moment, because we also have the tower down here in the outcome. In the outcome, we have the Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Page of Swords. Okay. Now you have Queen energy on your side. And I think that what I'm getting from this is that, you know, you want to take a grounded approach. You've been really just kind of not stewing, but mulling this over a bit. You may be split between, like, because we do have the Two of Wands here. You may be split between wanting to just, like, come out and say what it is that's been on your mind. And then there's another part of you that just wants to stay grounded, wants to take the high road, like wants to approach this with a lot of grace and decorum and, like, you know, having fairness and, like, nurturing towards the whole situation. So you feel both, and it's absolutely normal to feel more than one feeling at a time. And then with the Ace of Cups, I think ultimately you're kind of like, okay, like, we hit a bump in the road, but, you know, I mean, I still want to offer you my cup. Like, maybe this was an argument. And now that, and after you guys had the argument, you're just kind of stewing in your own juices a little bit. Okay, so over here, for your person, we have the High Priestess, Five of Wands, Page of Rods, Page of Swords. And so, like I said, there's a conflict. This could be outer or inner or both. You know, wands are also about identity formation. What kind of action do you want to take? It's very much about the self. And so there could be a real struggle right now in what this person wants to do, because it's also in the position of being in alignment with the relationship as it is, like, right now, like the current issue. So, you know, there's the working figure in the middle trying to develop a sense of mastery over their practical, everyday, tangible, grounded life, like 3D life, you know, like the here and now, right? Bills, work, plans, what have you. And so there's a lot of positive energy in that, to where, like, you know, that perhaps you and this person are trying to, you know, create some sort of plan on how to move forward with a shared goal. You could be colleagues. You could be colleagues here. It's a possibility. And there's something that I'm getting with this right here. So there's, like, this conflict within this person, inside or around them, or both, like I said. And then down here we have page energy. Okay, so pages are really just kind of starting out. They're like, the Page of Rods is like, okay, well, what do I want to do? You know, what do I want to do? I'm looking at this rod and I have this passion, I have this drive, but where do I want to go with it? How do I want to develop myself in my forward movement? And the Page of Swords is just, you know, kind of starting out on an idea, but they're also a student. They're a student of some kind. They're studying, right? They have a lot to learn, but they want to learn. And with the High Priestess here, like, this speaks to much more than a practical kind of, what do I want to do for work? This is a soul journey. This is an invitation to begin the soul journey, to begin the work that it takes to develop your character, to get in touch with your emotions, to get in touch with your psyche, to do the inner work. So given that the High Priestess is up here, then there's an internal conflict and there's page energy. You know, perhaps this person And then you have Queen energy over here. So it's like perhaps this person knows that they need to grow up a little bit, and they're working on that, right? They're trying to work on that. And there could be a part of you that's feeling like, oh, hurry up already. Or like, ah, like, I don't know, there's a sense of frustration, you know, frustration between the Four of Cups and the Knight of Swords. And ultimately, like, you're trying to hang on to that compassionate, nurturing energy. Like, I get the sense that you really want to see this person grow and develop, because you still want to offer your cup, you know? So then there's the Tower here. So, you know, perhaps there's an argument between you two, or there was a discussion of like, you know, why don't you get it? You know, I don't know what it was about, but there was an intense energy, and this is having to do with this person's personal inner development. And I would imagine you've done a lot of that already due to the Queen, but the Tower here and next to the Page of Swords, it's like, whatever relationship this is it going to survive your person catching up? Because there is a mismatch of energies with regard to what you both bring. You know, you're bringing much more of an adult energy, and your person is bringing a very kind of a beginner energy, but they really do want to work. They really do want to work on it. And so the thing is, here's something to think about, is when the High Priestess shows up, has this person already started their inner journey? Do they even know what inner work is? Do they know what therapy is? Have they gone to therapy? Like, do they journal? Do they read self-help books? Are they curious about themselves? Like, are they reflective, intuitive, introspective, right? If the answer is no, then this is an invitation for them to start. They can start studying it, maybe buy a journal, buy a self-help book, watch some, you know, videos on YouTube. Like, it's one of those things where it's kind of like, what is going to resonate with them to carry them forward and to be inspiring into wanting to do this inner work? Because maybe right now it's kind of like, oh yeah, I really want to put the work in, but how do I go about doing that? There's more than one way to skin a cat here, and I'm getting advice from all these outside people, and I'm trying to kind of get in touch with what's going on inside of me around this, but I don't know, you know, that could be there. Or, I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. So where do we want to look first? I'm thinking, let's look at the Tower. And with the Two of Wands here, this could even be like, do I want to be patient for this person to grow up and do their work or not? Do I want to do this work or not? Am I ready to do this work or not? That's what I'm getting from this. All right, let's clarify the Tower, okay? Okay. We'll clarify. So the Tower is like a shakeup of energy. It doesn't always have to be like blammo, something from that you never saw coming. Sometimes we can create our own Tower moment. And really, seeing the Knight of Swords here, perhaps you said something that really kind of shook the foundation a bit. That's one of the connections that I'm making with these. You could also be a mom, and this could be your kid. You know, whatever the nature of the relationship is, because Ace of Cups, I mean, that's just straight up love. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, that's the mom. Yeah. Yeah, like if it's a mother, child, or even just straight parent, child, or guardian child type relationship, you know, maybe there is, you know, like, when are you gonna work and grow up and move out? I don't know, that just came to me looking at the pentacles there, the Four of Cups. And the Five of Needles dropped out, which is the Five of Swords. So there is conflict, there is argument. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little bit more shuffling. So there's a bit of there's a conflict here. There's a conflict here, but there is love. There is love and there is nurturing. There really is. I'm getting the sense of a mother-daughter relationship, or a mother-son, or a father-daughter, or father-son. Like, it's guardian, ward, like, I'm getting that. You know, when the Tower it represents homeostasis. And so, you know, like, there's a shake up a bit, you know. It's one of those things where if you feel like you've been trapped, like for instance, I'm looking at this right here, and this person's like, I need to go seek. I'm a seeker. I need to figure stuff out. There's so much to learn. You know, there's so much to learn and there's so much to do, and I'm right at the doorstep, like I'm right at the threshold of it all. And so, you know, this could be kind of like a coming up on an empty nest situation, and here's the parent energy, the loving energy that says, okay, well, because both of these pages right here are facing that way. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is also facing, but there's the backs of the page are to her, but she still has nothing but love. And I mean, if you're a parent or a guardian, then you're like, I don't like what you're doing, but I love you anyway, of course, you know. All right, let's see. Okay, let's clarify. But that's just one story, right? I mean, take what resonates. That's a couple, you know, could be whatever. Anyways, I'll stop babbling. Let's get to the clarification. I always like to do that. I always think I'm gonna be like really succinct, but I'm never succinct. These things always end up being like at least an hour long. But I have a feeling this one won't be as long. So there's a conflict, there's a decision between two things. There's youthful energy coupled here with more mature, grounded, guiding energy. Also upset energy. You know, you're losing patience. You're losing patience. You know, and then if you're on this side or your person's on this side, they're really trying to find themselves. They're trying to find themselves and listen to their intuition. And working is a big part of this. I mean, this could be a matter of, you know, like, hey kiddo, you need to get a job or else you're gonna have to move out. I love you, but come on. Okay. So what's up with the Tower here? just realized I didn't cut the original deck, or the primary deck that I used for this, but that's okay. That happens. It's all, you know, it's all my cards. It's fine. Okay, the Moon. Page of Cups. So we got 3 pages. And then the Messenger, but upside down. Ooh, so this is kind of like an extra, so this is the 5-cent tarot. You could find it on Etsy. The Messenger is upside down. And when it's in the upright, that's like listening to your inner spirit guides. When it's upside down, it's ignorance, unreceptive, disregard. So, you know, as this is coming out, it feels so much more like this person is trying to really get this person to do what they think might be the best thing. This person's just like, but I gotta trust myself. I don't need, like, I gotta make that, I gotta trust myself. And this energy is very frustrated because they feel like this person might be, they're being ignorant, you know, or they're just, or not ignorant as in like unintelligent, but like ignoring the advice, right? Disregarding the advice. They're trying to find their own inner spirit guide. I get the sense with the youthful energy on this side that they haven't engaged in any kind of spiritual journey yet, that they're on the beginning, they're on the precipice of their spiritual journey and finding themselves. I'm getting a very very youthful energy, like 20, 21, 19, like just, you know, just who the heck am I? And I'm gonna have to do all these things. And with that, with the Tower, we have the Moon. So there is a lot of fears and the breaking down and the shaking up of this homeostasis, okay? And then we have the Page of Cups. So it's kind of like, okay, there's curiosity, there's love. Like there could be love for the outside, for the world. And the Page of Cups is really just wanting to try all the things. You know, they want to have a sip. They want to have a sip like from all the cups. Like they're very much trying things on, trying things out. You know, with the Moon kind of falling on this side, I could see like if we would just stay with like the parent kid energy, that it could be very scary for this parent that their kid was gonna be, you know, flying the nest, or, you know, they can't, like going out and venturing out on their own here. Let's go ahead and clarify the 5 of Wands. The unknown. The unknown. And that's what I was saying. This kiddo doesn't know themselves yet. And plus, the High Priestess, she's very secretive. She's very behind the veil. Like this person is not ready to go behind the veil yet. They're being invited though. They are being invited to take the baby steps and beginning to do that inner work. And this could take years. I mean, honestly, it's a journey. It's a journey, okay? The unknown, the 5 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So, despite not knowing what's in the beyond the threshold of this beginner's journey, they do have a lot of confidence around it, and they are feeling a bit bummed out, and maybe they're grieving like loss of innocence, or like grieving, you know, leaving the nest, and, you know, grieving and feeling sad about, you know, maybe they're making a lot of mistakes right now, and they're like kind of they're moving forward with confidence, and the sadness or the, and the thing is if this is a young adult, like there could be sadness around not knowing yet, you know, because you have the unknown, you have the struggle, who do I want to become? And the thing is that kind of experience is so unique to each individual, and I feel like it's completely a part of the path of the young adult. And you could feel really frustrated that you're not fully grown up yet and you want to do all these things, but you're just like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I want to do, blah blah blah. Okay, so what's up with this boredom energy over on the side here? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm really getting the sense of the psych. I'm not feeling like this is a romantic relationship, but I mean, it could be. Like, take what resonates. Like, I'm thinking if this is a romantic connection, that, you know, this person is going to move forward. There can be a bit of a separation or a breakup, but let me clarify the Four of Cups and we'll see. Why is the Four of Cups here? 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 Queen of Cups, Five of Matches, which is Wands, and 10 of Cups. I'm getting so much that this is a parent-child dynamic. So, but I'll read them both ways because I know that there's a lot of people that watch tarot videos that are just like all about the love reads everywhere. So with the Queen of Cups, there's nothing but love in your heart for this person and this connection, and you are here for them. Despite whatever they do, like, you're gonna be here for them. You really are. You really are, because this is your family. 10 of Cups. This is your family, and you're gonna hold the ground. You know, you're gonna hold down the fort while they go and find themselves. And what I really love is how there's the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and then there's the Queen energy over here. So, you know, and it says courage. So this person has a lot of courage to venture out into the world. And they might be sad because they're fleeing the nest or what have you, or they're leaving the relationship. But I really do feel like this person has that courage despite the fear of the unknown, like with the moon and the unknown. And they have that inside of them, I feel, because of the guidance and the love that came from over here. So it's kind of like one of those things, like, you know, as young people grow, and even say if you were in a loving relationship, romantic relationship with somebody, and you came to find that it just didn't work out and you guys were mismatched as far as like emotional maturity and things like that go, you know, if somebody is like, okay, well, I have to evolve, like, I can't, like there's so much, I don't know, like they just need to find themselves before they can really show up for another person in such an intimate way, and not just sex, like a real connected, soul connected, intimate way. That they have to, I mean, because if you're in a relationship and you don't know who you are, what are you bringing to the table? Like, it's just very vapid and pretty shallow, and it's not that person's fault. You know, it's not that there's something bad about them or something wrong with them. It's just that that's where they're at, you know? And some people can keep on cruising like that. They can stay cruising altitude in ankle deep water, you know, for their whole lives, and then they never really have like any depth. But anyway, I digress. So, you know, if this is this person, because there's a separation here. It's like there's a separation, but a checking in. You know, I just feel like, I just feel so much mother energy on this side. And kid energy on this side. And with the Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles in the middle is kind of like, you know, whatever shape and form and whatever relationship, whatever this relationship is, you're both dedicated. There's commitment here. There's commitment in terms of like, you know, I'm committed to supporting you. I'm committed to being your sounding board in your soul journey. Like, I'm committed to, if you ever freaking get lost and you don't have anybody to call, like, call me. Like, you can come home at any time and sleep, you know, come home. You know, that's totally the vibe that I'm getting. So there is conflict here about the soul development, or not even just the soul development, because I don't think that this person doesn't want this person to develop their soul. I mean, if this is a parent and a child, absolutely. If anything, they might be pushing them out of the nest. And this kiddo is feeling a little scared because from the unknown and the moon are things that we can't see. Okay. I feel like that's it. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's it. So I'm gonna give you guys some oracle cards now, okay? Oh, and if any of you, you know, watching the video, comments, constructive criticism is always welcome. Anything that resonated for you, anything that is just like, you can like the video, please like the video so we can, because I would like it to circulate. It would be really nice to have, you know, a whole heck of a lot more viewers. And but I'm always welcome to, I wanted your feedback as long as it's like grounded in something. I don't want kind of like troll energy, but hey, I can't control that. But you know, if troll energy comes along, then I'll laugh and it'll be fine. Anyway, let me know if this resonated with you. Okay, all right. Let's get our special little helper words. It gives us a little bit more insight. It could also be, you know, maybe qualities that we need to remember about ourselves and what we're up against, what's going to help us through this conflict or this transition time, this shakeup of the homeostasis here. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have mystery and magic. Always mystery and magic. Burden and heavy load. And cleansing and transformation. You know, mystery and magic, that is all a part of the like high priestess soul journey, right? There's so much mystery And in that there is cleansing and transformation. You know, say if the in some kind of breakdown, separation, you know, whatever is happening here, that is a transformation. Like, things have changed. Things have changed. This goes with the Tower and like mystery and magic. Like, this is totally the High Priestess energy. And then burden and heavy load. Like, I think by and large that's a large part of this, you know, because we have 5 of Wands on both sides. So both people are feeling this heavy load of this conflict and this change right now. Let's go ahead and get an oracle card with some like animal energy. This is always nice. Animal energy medicine. And I like these cards a lot because I do think that while this came with a book, it has like the succinct message right there on the card, and really, you know, and sometimes you can keep the animal in mind and, you know, take some time to study that animal, just kind of what's up, like learn a little bit more about them, and you might find that you might see them around, like especially if they're more domestic, like if we pull a raccoon or if we pull a coyote, or, you know, or you might end up kind of dreaming about these animals, whatever. Okay, let's see. All right, what do we got for Aries here? I'll pull 2 because there's 2 people here. Grizzly bear, power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. That's some really good energy to put on this person's side. You know, they really need that in their soul journey coming up right now. Sea turtle, protection. Mom. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So that's, I believe that's for both of them. Like, the, you know, this energy feels very protective of this energy, you know, and this person is getting in touch with their own personal power. Okay, so how about we'll finish off with some little flowers. Little flowers for you guys. Too many. Okay. I don't have to shuffle little flower cards so much. Violet. The answers and truths are always within. Daphne. What pleases us most shapes us. And Chrysanthemum. Be here always with willing hands and heart. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, these supplemental cards that I drew, like, I'm getting so much of a mother-daughter vibe with this. Or, you know, like parent-child. It's all over this reading. You know, this person is wanting to find their inner truth. That shapes us. What pleases us shapes us. This person is being shaped. And be here always with willing hands and heart. Always come home if you need to. I will be here for you. Anyways, okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Aries, and I really thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and all the things, and I'll see you again. Okay, bye.